Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share and hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, thank you so much for all of your continued support. It truly means the world. If you haven't seen it yet, your 2019 forecast is up and out there for your viewing pleasure. And if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. So with that said, I would like to bless all of my cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's see what the week ahead has in store for you. Okay, so what are you removing, releasing or letting go of in your life? So this week you have the Nine of Wands. Interesting, because the Nine of Wands usually sees somebody, you know, it's usually the experience of not being heard. And when I see this card, I always say to people, you must find a way to speak up or speak your personal truth. And the fact that you're letting go of this week means it feels very much to me like you feel like you have not only been heard, but also you're leading by example. I kind of feel like it's almost like the feeling that I get from it is like, I'm done with words. I'm just going to demonstrate by action how I expect other people to treat me and how I expect other people to act. And you're letting that speak volumes. I mean, still waters always run deep with a Scorpio anyway, but it feels to me like you're letting go of this need to speak and you're doing things by direct action. It's like, I'm going to show people what I want and what I expect just by the way that I act and just by the way that I behave. And it kind of feels to me like it's almost like you're changing the script, you're rewriting the script on something, you know. It's kind of like you, rather than, you know, dragging the horse to the water so that, you know, to make it drink, it's almost like you're just going to go to the pond and drink yourself and just wait for them to kind of catch up and realize that that's actually the best way to do things. You know, sorry about the example, but it's the only one that really came to mind. What are you working on this week? What is the meat of the matter? The Two of Wands. So you are really cementing this in. It's interesting because you're doing things by direct action this week. What you're working on now is about how to, this feels to me like, how do you bring your, it's not how do you bring your past with you, but you're asking yourself, what do I want to keep? I kind of feel like this week you're being really selective about people, about objects, about items. I kind of feel like this, it's almost like not necessarily a spring clean sort of energy, but it does feel very much to me like this week you're being quite discerning and quite selective about what you're taking with you. It's almost like you've got this feeling of, you know what, I'm about to step into a new paradigm and I want to be very, very clear on what, who, you know, what and who I bring with me into this new paradigm, into this new experience or understanding or evolution of self. And that's a really exciting place to be. Because it means that you're actually recreating yourself. You know, you are doing the phoenix like only a Scorpio truly can. You know, you are reinventing and reigniting yourself in a brand new way. And in order to do that, you need to ask yourself what needs to be burned off or burned away. And that's, you know, it's great. So what are you welcoming in this week? The Empress. So in order to lay, you know, to put a seed in fertile ground, you need to, you know, do what you do in the winter, trim things back, get rid of the dead wood, you know, cut the brush back and sweep the leaves away and all of that. And I kind of feel like what you're welcoming in, you know, it's funny because I talked about springtime and you've got the Empress here as what you're welcoming in. So it really does feel like you're closing up a personal life cycle here. You're closing up a personal chapter this week. And, you know, what you're welcoming in the Empress is this new fertile ground where you can plant things into it. And it's kind of like you're reimagining and re-envisioning what a beautiful life looks like to you, what a beautiful lifescape is to you. What do those words actually mean? And I kind of feel like you're putting that into physical, actual practice this week, and that is really, really exciting. Let me know how it shapes up for you in the comments if you choose to, Scorpios, you secretive little ones, you. If there is anything that you want to or choose to share with us, please do so, because as I always say, it takes a lot to be a Scorpio. You know, you guys come into the world fairly enlightened, so please divulge and share. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you very soon for more videos. Take care.